Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. I'm glad to have you back here on my channel. Let's talk about the heated steering wheel update. We also have new information regarding the new red from Giga Berlin. And we're also going to discuss pricing because we have new behaviors now with the Model Y and the Model 3. And there could be a price cut for the Model 3 if certain behaviors are really happening. Now let's start with the new red, cherry red. We have it here in Berlin, a Model Y performance variant. But I have also people in my community, and you can be part of it, by the way. It doesn't matter if you speak German or English. Link is in the description. People sharing from Germany that they now can choose between March and April when it comes to the Model Y long range with the new cherry red. So not only performance, but as well long range. So the indication that we're going to see the new color actually by the end of the quarter, as I mentioned many times before on this channel, this is proof that it might happen. It's not 100% sure yet, but I think Tesla will be capable of achieving that, as we already see a new Model Y performance as I just showed you. Another story that is a very important when we consider Tesla. Tesla is growing at such a rapid pace that we actually have issues when it comes to the supply chain of new parts. So if you are having a crash, if someone drives in your car, or you have other issues that something is breaking, you need actually new parts. And Tesla had a lot of challenges in the past. Now they opened a new warehouse here in Germany between Stuttgart and Munich to actually store all those extra parts, because you can get some very long wait times if you have issues with your Tesla. And this is something that is normal because Tesla is growing at such a rapid rate. We see the numbers from 2022 in Europe. And despite Q2 being so weak because of the lockdown in Shanghai, Tesla would have been surpassing 200,000 cars easily if Q2 wouldn't be as bad. Now Volkswagen in a decline, they still have issues with heat pumps, they have issues with the supply chain, so much happening here in 2022 doesn't really look good. BMW, I'm actually surprised about that. Let me know if you like their cars. They are actually on a roll here. They are increasing, but still many steps away from Tesla, and I think they are not a mass producer. They are in a premium segment, so they kind of have a limit here when it comes to amount of cars they are selling. Now we also have news when it comes to pricing, and I want to share with you the pricing in Germany. Keep in mind it can be different in any country, so even in France or Italy or Switzerland, it can be different. So keep that in mind. But based on German numbers, we have here 44,890 euros for the Model Y in standard range variant. Now, if we look into the Model 3, it's a bit different. We are not having such a big difference here. And more people are actually, I think, thinking about buying a Model Y because the Model 3 is just like 44K. So there's no major difference, and you get like this same performance, pretty much the same range, and you have a bigger car. So if you have kids, if you have a family, if you're an older person and you don't want to sit so low, and the Model Y is much higher than the Model 3, there's so many reasons to buy a Model Y now. And if we look into the Model 3 inventory levels, again, I just want to emphasize here, it is not yet proven. But the trend in the inventory is going up for the Model 3. And the reason behind that could be, if that is continuing, that many people are actually deciding not to buy a Model 3. They are switching and they are moving towards the Model Y. And if that is happening and the same behavior in Germany too, people being convinced now buying a Model Y, then we could see maybe some price cuts here. I don't think that Tesla is going to move back with the pricing up for the Model Y standard range. They can just keep going like that because they get them from China. So just keep that in mind. They have so much capacity in China for the Model Y standard range, close to 70,000 cars per quarter. So they can easily get this demand. So we have the Model Y standard range. Please keep in mind, as a European, if you order the Model Y standard range, it is coming with the old red, old blue, old gray, in this case not quicksilver. So keep that in mind if you order Model Y standard range. For the Model Y long range and Model Y performance, you get them from Germany. So this is kind of like a bit the mix up here. So if I would be you, I would just order in white or black and not with the old red and gray. But this is my personal opinion. You have to decide what you want to do. Again, the pricing for the standard range is so good that this is my reasoning behind that I believe we could see some more price changes this year, and they could go lower with the Model Y and in this case the Model 3, because I strongly believe that Tesla has the capabilities of doing so, if you keep in mind the video of Monroe Live or Sandy Monroe, who was clearly stating what is possible for Tesla. Now, we have as well other stuff to talk about, and I have a German customers with feedback here when it comes to the issues with doors, when it comes to spacing and quality. It's all in German, but I'm just going to summarize that for you. It's pretty much the doors are not falling and not closing properly. We have issues when it comes to marks on the color because something went against it. So keep in mind that Giga Berlin is still ramping up. So there are still issues when it comes to quality. We don't want to ignore that. And if you want to be part of that community and that group, you just press the link in the description to my group. There are German people, there are people sharing their experience, and not only bad, but as well very good ones. And you also can actually go on ecarreview.com, and you can, if you own already a Tesla, you can actually go there and rate your Tesla. Keep that in your mind. It's very important to bring EVs to everybody out there. And what is important to convince people buying an EV, and in this case a Tesla, is sharing your experience. Keep that in mind. I have my own group on there. You can come in this community. It's very nice. Lots of Germans as well writing in English if you write a post in English. So just come by, check this website out. I would be very happy to have you there. Now let's look into the last update. So if you have a heated steering wheel, we have some issues. So in the past, the heated steering wheel might have been too hot. And now Tesla might change that soon in a new software update. They actually might put some stages in there, low, high, and auto settings. So this is very important. In case you have a heated steering wheel, you might really know what I'm talking about here. And so this change will really help to solve this problem here. When it comes to parking sensors, no update yet. Even not a Tesla app has no information yet. So thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate your time and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.